Moment of silence for no. All right. Anyway, Supergirl looks to be canceled. It looks to be there is no going to be no Supergirl after this upcoming season. That is set to drop next year. Set to premiere next year, and it looks like they are going to. Yeah, this is going to be ending it. As you can see, I'm just reading this from Deadline and so forth. Supergirl will be taking her last flight. CW and producer Warner Bros. TV and Berlanti Productions just announced that the drama series, it's funny that they call it that, starring Melissa, I never knew how to say her name, is Benoist, I'm guessing, will conclude with the upcoming sixth season set for premiere on the CW. It is the second series from the CW's DC. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you can look at this a multitude of different ways. Is it being canceled or are they ending? I know there has been a drop in ratings, and this is why I won't. Yeah, of course, y'all know I've said my bit about Supergirl, but I won't just sit up here and just say that it was a failure. Because it did last at the end of the day for as long as it did in 6 seasons. A lot of shows don't ever get there, right? So I totally understand it, and I can't just sit up here and be like, oh, it was a complete and utter failure. I'd be dishonest of me to do that. It saw at least some sort of success, and that's what it is. The reason why I can't crap on it too much is because it produced this. 2 years ago, my most viewed video of all time, commentary video that is me talking about Supergirl. And I love it. I mean, it's one of those things where it just so happened that, and let me tell you the story behind this. I don't talk about this all the time, but what happened with this video was that I did it in July, as you see, right? And oddly enough, it took off like 6 months after the fact. And I have to attribute this to really popping off my channel from a commentary standpoint, right? I've been YouTubing since I was 16 years old, right? So I was 28 when I did this, 28. And I've been doing this since I was 16. Commentary was a thing that I was doing more. This is not what the channel started as. I was doing boogie videos, stuff like that, rap stuff. And then I did the music, the vocal covers. That's what took the channel off, got it to, I'm sitting at 20K or something like that. And as I became more notable for commentary, particularly on the political end, and then I did this. And that really launched it off, especially for comic book related material. And I have to give them credit. Now, granted, I'm grilling this show, and we're about to talk about that here in a bit. But I can't crap on it too much because at the end of the day, it gave me incentive to produce this. And because I produced this, it helped kind of, a lot of you guys found my channel because of this video. So big shout out to Supergirl for at least that. Nonetheless, Supergirl is one of those that it's one of those shows that came out in the middle of this and almost right before the obsession with social justice, certainly in media. That's not to say that it hadn't existed. It's to say that the obsession wasn't there. The obsession, and it's almost as the obsession became more of a thing with pop culture, you saw Supergirl pivot going from season 1 to the other stuff. And I talk about, I'm not going to repeat everything that I mentioned here in this deal, but you're talking going as far as the whole anti-gun episodes and stuff like that. Like, it took a pivot, right? They 42 fake you. They reeled you in. Not to say it was just this fantastic, amazing show, but it had decent concepts. And then along with other shows and culture in general, it took this hard, like, just swing, right? In which it became Twitter. This is what I refer to this show as. It's social justice Twitter in show form is what Supergirl ended up being becoming. Unfortunate, because it had a lot to build on. I'm a Supergirl fan. She is one of the better handled tokenized characters, certainly in comic books. Ironically enough, her book, if you look at current recent eras of books, her book is better than Bendis' Superman. And it's that she's behind. I would say She-Hulk's the number one tokenized character. I would argue best handled tokenized character to ever exist in mainstream comic books. But Supergirl's not that far behind. and seeing this show end up the way that it did, it's very unfortunate. Obviously, Jimmy Olsen thing was a crime too. That I don't know who the hell that is, but it ain't Jimmy Olsen. But not even just that. We knew about that obviously in the first season. But it had some decent concepts that it had to kind of work with, and then it just pivoted, and it was interesting to see kind of all of that unfold. And now we are here, and it's about to end. So I just wanted to do my video to pay respects. Please, if you are watching this, if you don't usually comment, just do me a favor and press F. Press F. I want to see Fs in the comment section. But that's going to do it for this video. Until next time, y'all be easy. Peace.